Alright, what's up YouTube, MQ40 here. It is time for another one of your guys' weekly favorite segments, OCG Thursdays. Every Thursday we'll be taking a look at an OCG deck list. So guys, remember, you guys want this segment to please continue, please thumbs up this video. We talk about 3 different decks each week, and of course, as the Patreon fund continues to grow each week as well, at the end of each month we'll have some new colored shirts. So Sam and Robbie is joining us today for OCG Thursday. So, Infernoid Heroes. Actually, a very interesting concept. I didn't expect to kind of revisit here in the OCG. They've been taking a little bit more advantage of the Link monsters. We'll discuss that here if we go through the deck profile. So, one Archfiend Hyris, one Archfiend Eccentric, one Hyris, one Armageddon Knight, triple Grapher, triple Malicious, one Dragoons of Draconia, one Shadow Mist, one Stratos, one Snow, triple Infernoid Archfiend, one Bishop, one Necromancer, one King Bear, one 2 Stygian Dirge, one Goldfish, and of course, one Vision Hero Vion. The spells, triple Hero Lives, one Book of Moon, 2 Cosmic Cyclone, one Foolish, one Launcher, and one Reinforcement of the Army. Traps here, you're looking at triple Eradicator, 2 Barrier, 1 Break, 1 Solemn Judgment, and 2 main deck Typhoons. Extra deck, 1 Deadly Guy, 1 Darklaw, triple Decode Talker, 1 Dweller, 1 Beatrice, 1 Castell, 1 Emerald, 1 Dark Rebellion, 1 Excite Knight, 2 Broad Bull, 1 Leica, and 1 Tiger Mortar. So, as per the usual for Infernoid Hero, over the past few or so formats, this deck kind of rears its ugly head. Deck is essentially relying on your essential malicious engine here. Actually, something interesting to note here. Deadly Guy actually lets you send malicious to the graveyard, which is actually relatively cool. Actually, reading this card is actually really broken. It's a Destiny Hero plus 1 Dark Effect monster. During either player's turn, keep that in mind. You can discard discard 1 card. You can send a Destiny Hero monster from your deck to the graveyard. So, free dumps with these, which is actually relatively cool in my opinion. Definitely something I wanted to note when looking at this particular list. But deck essentially plays as any other Infernoid deck would. You're going to have access to your beautiful barriers. Your hand will pretty much effectively be empty at essentially all points in time. I believe there should be a 40-second card in here. We're missing the polymerization that was floating in the list that I had that I imported over. So, but not much else to really say with this. Deck is very heavy, main decking Typhoons, Eradicators to make sure that you can answer the bullshit for the diagram engine. Also, something else to note, Broad Bull can get you your pendulum scales, whether or not it be high or low, depending on the situation. You can actually resolve a pendulum summon in this deck. I don't think a lot of people can realize that, but if you pendulum summon, you know, these guys, they'll proc. And of course, Fairy Tale Snow being one of the best defensive cards in the game, there's no real reason not to use it. So, very, very, very good stun-based deck. Next up, man. So, Kozmo Metalfoe has been a little bit more of a heavy variant in Japan. I actually got the chance to take a look at the build without Metalfoe. I almost want to think that this might be a little bit more consistent, but we'll go to the deck profile here. I believe this was a 81 or 89 man event in China for this deck list. So there are 2 extra cards missing. For some reason the list had it listed at 15, but we didn't get a chance to get them. Also, no side deck was posted. So, 1 Gofu, triple Ghost Ash, triple Ghost Ogre, triple Dark Destroyer, 1 Farm Girl, 1 Forerunner, 2 Slip Rider, 2 Strawman, triple Tin Can, 1 Dark Lady, 1 Link Slayer. Actually, this card's really good. 2 Masterpiece, 1 Allure, 1 Dark Hole, triple Dragonic Diagram, 1 Emergency Teleport, triple Festival Spinning, 1 Feather Duster, triple Kozmo Town, and 1 True Draco Succession, along with 2 Call and 1 Revival of the True Kings. Extra deck, good old Decode Talker, Ancient Fairy, Clearwing, Coral Dragon, Chambara, Scarlight, Durandal, Pallades, Infinity, Nova, Gaia Dragon, Levier, and Volcasaurus. So, what is going on here? Well, first off, Gofu's your one-card enabler engine for Decode Talker. Linkslayer is actually just a very interesting tech card. If you control no monsters, you could just about summon this guy for free. It's a level 5 Cyber Dragon. And then you can discard up to 2 cards and target that many spell trap cards on the field and destroy them. So I assume that if you combo it up with Festival Spinning to give your opponent Kozmo time, you'll be able to trigger it. For those of you that don't know, Festival Spinning is a quick play. It lets you set 2 field spell cards with different names directly from your deck onto the field. So one to you, one to your opponent. While either of those cards remain face down, neither player can activate or set other field spells. Actually, very, very broken. Being able to give yourself Draconic Diagram, give your opponent the Kozmo Town, pop the Kozmo Town, Draconic Diagram, go. You know, just kind of do what your deck does. It's actually very broken. And of course, you guys know throughout the course of time just how great the Kozmo engine has been in the OCG for resilience. Having a 3000 non-targetable body is really broken. Same thing with Masterpiece being a Monarch that can pop on either player's turn. It's definitely no surprise that this deck is seeing secondary play next to what it is in the OCG at the moment. So outside of that, very, 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 very good meta choice. And then last but not least here on our OCG Thursday, so I didn't expect to see Invoked doing anything at all in the OCG. Of course, every week we've been talking about the big meta deck in the format, and well, what better way to talk about True Draco this week with this degeneracy? So this deck is playing triple Alistair, 1 Zephyros, 2 Draw and Lockbird, triple Dynamite Knuckle, triple Ghost Dash, triple Ogre, of course, 1 Ignis Heat, 1 of the Merry Mew, and then of course 2 Masterpiece. Spells: 1 Cyclone, 1 Disciples, triple Dragonic, triple Festival Spinning, 1 Invocation, 1 Meltdown, 1 Desires, triple Terraforming, triple of the Beautiful Succession, 2 Apocalypse, 2 Revival, extra deck, 1 Caliga, 1 Cocytus, 1 Magellagnaka, the Earth Guy, 3 Makaba, 2 of the Fire, 1 Ragin, 1 Fairy Dragon, 1 Dweller, Castell, Utopia, Key Beetle, and of course Lightning. Side deck, another Draw and Luck Bird, Skullmeister, 2 Cosmic Cyclones, 1 Dark Hole, triple Chalice, 1 Feather Duster, 2 Twin, triple Roar, and 1 Typhoon. So, we're taking a look at this deck. Once again, we seem to notice one of the best cards in the OCG at the moment, Festival Spinning, being able to resolve for the Draconic Diagram, depending on the situation you need, or the Meltdown. Very, very good. Also interesting to take note of Alistair. In the OCG at the moment, they're currently in League format. Shouldn't have to tell you guys that, you should know that already. But being able to resolve Nakaba, this guy, or the Attack Everybody, there's kind of a lot that I didn't really expect Makaba to be able to answer. Also, this build is really anti-meta in terms of the things that you can do. You're playing 8 hand traps. I assume once a Draw and Lockbird resolves against the mirror match, you put yourself in a little bit better of a position. Also, being able to have a more effective normal summon to resolve for Invocation is definitely something that I think gives this deck a little bit more of an edge over a little bit more of the meta. Your opponent won't really know how to effectively respond against the current metagame if your opponent has one of these to steal off your turn, or if you're playing the 7th and 8th hand trap. So just let you maneuver underneath things. Outside of that, it looks really standard for what we're expecting in today's format. Side deck with a little bit more Draw and Lockbird. Chalices to make sure that maybe these won't resolve. Feather Duster's been a staple in the side since the beginning of the format. Threatening Roars, chainable removal, and of course we're seeing a lot more Typhoon, as we said earlier. Just having a trap card that when your opponent is going through the motions with this and Succession, that you can effectively, shut them off at the play. So there's not much else to talk about this week. Obviously there's way more deck lists than we talked about. Leave a link to them down below in the description. Guys, remember to like this video for more OCG every Thursday, and tomorrow we'll have Market Watch for you guys. So, alright guys, I'm out. Peace. Until next Thursday. That's not all, folks. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Please check out my Cardfight Vanguard channel, VanCole40. You guys will get an insight on our playtesting sessions. And please check out the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. That way you guys can follow the House of Champions and MCole40 interactions. Please check out MCole Games for all of your guys' trading card game needs. And if you guys enjoyed this content, please check out my Patreon in the description. Every bit helps to the creation of these videos. One step at a time in improvement, and that's the goal of this channel. Alright guys, have a good time, and thanks for watching.